We're here at the Schlumberger stand, and joining me now is Ghassan Mirdad. He is the president for Schlumberger on the Eastern Middle East. Now, of course, Schlumberger is all about high technology. And, looking at the technological advances in the last few years, this is something the industry is, watching day by day. It's changing, it's quite disruptive. Tell me a little bit about some of the great technology that you have, particularly here today.
So, first of all, we just, had the anniversary, 20 years anniversary for Petrel, which is a disruptive technology that started, and you can see the crowd. Everybody's coming here to see what's new in Petrel. Other things we have a lot of things that are coming on. We're launching a couple of technologies, and we have some of the technologies that we're putting on board. The real thing that's happening new is digitization and artificial intelligence. If you look at what we're doing, we have one of the concert is one of the technology we're doing in testing. What we're doing is bringing the client from the office to the well site, where you drill the well, and at the end you need to test and see the potential of your reservoir. It's very key. Before it was disconnected. The engineer does one thing, the technician does another thing. Today the client is literally having my hard hat, and he sees everything on the spot. From drilling engineer, reservoir, characterization, geologists, they all see how is the testing performance on the spot. That's one thing we're launching. The other thing that we're following up that we launched before is the drill plan and drill ops. This is a revolution in drilling. In the past, everything was documented on paper. Today, everything is digital in the cloud. You plan the well, and you move the plan to the drilling, and you execute the well. What's unique here today is when you drill the well and you find any kind of losses or any issues that it has. In the past, you just take notes. Now, the system automatically sees the problem and communicates it to the next rig next door who are drilling in the same reservoir. So to be honest, it's a revolution in drilling. What is it in for the client today? This fast learning, all of the best practices will be implemented on the spot. Number two, the safety of our employees, making sure that less employees being on the rig where they're access, hazardous situation. It's totally something different that really is mind-blowing, to be honest.
It really is, and it sounds actually, it's very forward-thinking too, and future-proofing the industry, because you also have to be out there and you have to be recruiting young new minds into this industry too. And all of these young minds, of course, digital savvy. So this must also be quite exciting when you're out there in your recruitment. Tell me about that.
You have the right word, tech savvy. Everyone, in Schlumberger or in the oil and gas, people don't think that oil and gas is tech savvy, but it is. And this is what we're doing. I mean, this year, as usual, we're hosting the young youth at our learning center, which we built in Abu Dhabi. So they go, they see the technology, they see what they can do, and they see all of the technologies we're implementing and how it impacts. So we're literally giving them the tools, the high-tech tools to them, so they can implement and see the change that they can do.
Now, when you look, obviously, there's great attention to the youth, and you have to do that because these are the leaders of the future, and your colleagues here in this region too. Where do you see the appetite for people still coming into this industry? Is it still strong? And again, international company like Schlumberger, one of the leading oil services companies here too. Where's the attraction here to bring people, and particularly in the region here, into a company like this?
So Schlumberger is known for its development and training. So it's a magnet people get to. Now that we're had a setback with the downturn, and so young engineers are looking at let's go to Google, let's go to something else that is tech savvy, and not knowing that we are tech savvy. Actually, we are partners with Google in the artificial intelligence, and we have our research center is in Silicon Valley in the US. So it cannot be better than that. So you see the ones they got up to speed and know what we're doing, different from others. I think they'll still be attracted. And Schlumberger is always known for the place to be trained and developed for the future.
Now talk to me a little bit about Concert, because this is new and it's different, and of course you're launching it here. You've launched it at ADIPEC. Really it's almost like looking inside. This is almost imagery that we've never really seen before. It's that critical and it's that deep, isn't it? I mean, it must be a huge advantage to an engineer at work.
So today what happens is you want the client to be connected. What happens during the testing is only the reservoir engineer who's looking at the data. The drilling doesn't know. If you have H2S, if an alarm happens, it's only one department who sees. With this concert, literally the client is wearing my hard hat, and he sees what I'm seeing. He listens to what I'm saying. So they know on the spot what's happening on the testing, knowing the flow rates of the gas, of the oil, the flare is on or off, H2S is high or low. they see it on the spot, and then they can react. From all aspects, from a quality of data and from safety, it covers all aspects of it.
It is really, really exciting. So tell me, a lot of activity, of course, on your stand here as always, but ADIPEC 2018, how are you finding it? It seems very busy and people are very excited about what's going on.
To be honest, it's outstanding. You see the interaction, you see the different levels of management of different companies, all the companies, the interaction, and as well the presence. How many ministers were here in the panel? The opening was, phenomenal, to be honest. It's just being from the GCC, I'm very proud. And let's be honest, the last drop of oil will be from this region. So no doubt this should be the place to go when it comes for events like this.